This is your girl, that chick, Micah Antoinette, and you're listening to Two Tears in a Bucket.
I'm just talking. Let's talk about it. Talking about 2 tears in the bucket. You can say what you say. At the end of the day, I'm like 2 tears in the bucket. You can feel what you feel. I'm just keeping it real. Say 2 tears in the bucket. 2 tears in the bucket.
Good morning. Welcome to 2 Tears in the Bucket. Welcome back to 2 Tears in the Bucket. I am your host, Tony Murphy, and riding shotgun with me is that chick, Micah Antoinette. What's going on, Micah?
What's up, Stoney?
Nothing much. How was your weekend?
I had a pretty good weekend, actually.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I made it through. I made it through fairly. I saw you on the book, in New Orleans and everything. Looked like you had some good grub going on.
Man, I had an amazing time in New Orleans. I really did.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's
You know,
up.
when you hit New Orleans, you can't go there without hitting up the Cafe du Monde for those beignets.
So that's the name of the cafe you was at, Demond.
Yeah, Cafe du Monde. Yes, that is the famous beignet spot right there in the French Quarter of New Orleans.
Is it right there in the middle? I think I went there before. It's right there in the
Right
middle
there
of
in the
it.
middle. You'll
Yeah.
see so much right there as far as playing instruments, singing. You got the horse carriage rides down there and everything right there in the French Quarter. It was nice. It's always good to just be able to just step away from everything for a moment and just have a woosah moment.
Yeah. I like to go to Atlanta sometimes and get away, but I can't wait to go to Jamaica. That's like one of my bucket list places to go to, Jamaica.
Yes.
And I think we're going to do that this year sometimes. I got to try to convince my wife to go ahead and pay for it. But anyway.
I don't think you're going to have to do much convincing. Jamaica looks like it's real lit. That's on my bucket list also.
Oh, yeah. I got to go. Montego Bay, I'm coming. I already got a sign. I'm laid out. Montego Bay, I'm coming.
You coming. You know what? When I go to different places like that, I always like to go to a spot that's not the most tourist spot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like to go to other places so that I can really have the whole, tranquility of it.
Oh, okay. So just don't go. If you go to Jamaica, don't go to Kingston. I already heard this one. It go down in Kingston.
Really?
Yeah, I got a couple of partners of mine that went through that, and they was like, hey, listen, you go to the tourist spots, go to Montego Bay, and there's one other place, I forgot what it's called, but they said go there, but do not deviate from the tourist area, you know what I'm saying, because there's a whole nother lifestyle over there. But
Wow.
but I'm still going. Montego,
Right.
I'm going to the islands.
Island time.
But yeah, last week teardrop of the day, it was just as hot as the first one. But we got another one coming up, don't we, Mike?
We do. And our letter today comes from Greenville, Alabama. Don't touch that dial. The teardrop of the day is up next, along with BSing with Bill, right here on 2 Tears in a Bucket. Y'all know the rest.
Hey, Micah, let me in on the teardrop of the day.
I'm a single independent businesswoman that is great at setting personal and business goals and achieving them, but there is one goal that no matter how I try, it seems nearly impossible to accomplish. You see, my boyfriend and I ended our 5-year relationship almost a year ago after he found out I was pregnant but had a miscarriage. He was upset I didn't tell him and ended the relationship. Since then, I have gone on several dates, but I find myself looking for characteristics of my ex in them. He, on the other hand, is with someone else, and although I have apologized over and over for what I did, he said we could never be together again because he doesn't trust me. I admit my love for him is still there, but I feel like I'm punishing myself and stopping future potential relationships. I feel bad because of what I did, but I want to put it in my past and move on with my life.
Hey, we back, y'all. Well, from what I gather from it is that the young lady is having a hard time dealing with the fact that her and her ex-boyfriend broke up, and she blames herself for not telling him early on in the relationship about the pregnancy and miscarriage. And, she's walking around with that guilt, and for him to blame her and break up with her like that, that's a coward move to me. It's not like she went out there and had a baby or either had an abortion or something like that. She had a miscarriage. It wasn't her fault. Her body didn't agree with the pregnancy.
Right.
So, anything can happen. But for him to just leave and break up with her after being together for 5 years, that don't make no sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either, because why did she not feel comfortable enough to tell him that she was pregnant and had a miscarriage? He should have been trying to get to the root of that. Babe, why are you not comfortable enough to come and talk to me about anything?
Right.
She was alone in that situation. Did she fall into a depression about it because she lost the baby? And the only thing that I could think of is that he's not the comforting type.
I get what she's saying about, she felt bad about not going to tell him and everything, and maybe that's something, that's something that bothered her. Why wasn't she comfortable enough to go tell him? I feel like he was probably seeing the chick that he's with the whole time, and he was just waiting for the perfect excuse to leave her. And when that came about, to him, that was his scapegoat. That was his reason for saying, hey, I want to end this anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on this while I can, and not realizing that it's crushing that girl.
Right.
She probably felt like she lost the love of her life because she was unable to carry this child at this time.
I would imagine that, it is a very emotional situation. Was there something weighing on her between him and her that, had her stressed out that she lost the baby,
Right.
What made her come forth now to even tell him that she was pregnant, that she miscarried, if she had gotten away with not telling him, with him not knowing anyway?
Right.
And how do he not notice that something was going on with her? If y'all been together for 5 years, you should be able to spot on, babe, what's wrong?
But that's simple to me. He had his attention somewhere else. He had to be consumed with something or someone else, and in this situation I think it was someone else. I think the one that he ended up being with, why he's so adamant about being with her and not giving their relationship a second chance, I think he already had something to do. And then on top of that, this is for the young lady. You said that you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, and you said that you're well at making decisions when it comes to personal situations, but you having a hard time with this. Well, let me help you out. The one thing that you can do is let this situation go. 2 tears in a bucket. Look at this for what it is. You have a bright future ahead of you because you're already successful with some other things in your life. You feel that you can't get this thing together when it comes to you and your past relationship with your ex, but baby girl, your ex is not thinking about you. He don't want to be involved with you. You have to accept that and move on with your life because you deserve that. You could be hindering and holding up a could-be blessing that's just waiting to come in, but because you're holding on to what somebody else did in your past to you, it's not going to come to you because you're not mentally and emotionally equipped to be able to receive that blessing. You have to really, ask God to help you spiritually to deal with it, because a lot of these fights that we have is in the mind. You have to know how to look at it and say, I'm not going to allow this to control me no more. Just let it go and look towards your future and give someone else that opportunity of partaking in your happiness and trying to elevate your life instead of allowing somebody to, something in your past to keep pulling you down.
Right. I think, first of all, she does need to take a moment to just heal, and stop looking for characteristics of your ex in future men. Because his reaction to you anyway was not the reaction that you hoped for. I think that you finally gained the confidence to go to him and be like, hey babe, I was pregnant, but I lost the baby. And you was looking for that reassurance, like that comfortness from him. And instead he was like, I can't trust you and I don't want to do this no more. When really he should have been like, you know what, babe, I'm so sorry that you went through that alone. I'm so sorry that I didn't make you feel comfortable enough to come to me and tell me so that we can go through that together. So I absolutely think take a moment to yourself, and when you do get to that real point in your life that you're ready to date again, don't look for any characteristics of him.
Right. Let your past be your past, baby girl. Keep living. Don't you let nobody hold you back. You know?
And just look forward, look for somebody else that's going to give you that strong backbone that you need. Sometimes as women, we just really need somebody to uplift us.
Right. And
he dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, he did. He probably his blessing probably just walked away from her. At least that's what we gonna call it, baby girl. His blessing, he lost out on it. So you go out there and win. But look here, we gonna come back in just a minute with more of the Two Tears in the Bucket show right here on RWR Live 365. Tune into the culture.
Now it's time for the Have You Ever segment. So, Stoney and BSing with Bill. Have you ever been on a bad date with a different race?
Nah, I have to say I haven't, because I like to, I've only dated in my race, and it's not because I don't want to, it's just I think I do a lot of events, and it's mostly only black people there. So I'm thinking once I cross over, I'm not against, I got friends of all races, but I've never dated, I've never dated them outside my race. That's probably why I'm stressing. I be high pressure, blood pressure be high. Also, now I get cussed out and called ugly. It just seems like it's like she's trying to come on to me. That's the normal coming from people. So I might.
You ain't gonna do that.
I might should try it, but I'm thinking, I don't know. I gotta find out what race makes more sense. I'm gonna try something like that. I definitely will. By the next segment. Oh wait, no, I'm just playing.
Okay, don't get in trouble now.
I'm just playing, but I haven't though. But it's I just haven't though. But I see now people are making being with who you like the norm, as opposed to being with somebody who's the same race, color, age, and so
that's true.
These days people decide, you know what, I'm gonna be who make me happy. I don't care who makes fun of me or how much they send pictures of my man in the group chat. He is mine.
Is that shade towards that new Facebook group they got?
Hey, listen, I respect all group chats, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for keeping my awareness out of it, just in case I am in it. So I don't want to make y'all mad, so I have nothing negative to say about y'all. It's just informative information. It's not even a group chat. It's an informative circle. That's what I call it. I'm scared of y'all.
Mess. What about you, Stoney? Have you ever had a bad date with another race?
I've indulged in some things in my life, and and I remember a Caucasian lady, and her hair was smothering me.
He like her.
We tried to take it to the next level, and then I couldn't take it. It was hot, and I couldn't take it. And to add to that, one thing you don't do is smack a brother. You don't spank a brother. So it was a strange situation for me. I love me a good old sister, and that's what I got. I got a strong black woman. I got a sister. So to my preference is a sister. And that's all I got to say about that.
But you know what's so crazy? I got a homeboy say he don't like blonde hair all over his face when he be like he was dating a white girl. And then his new girlfriend got a blonde wig. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't know what to do now. I don't know. I'm thinking, man, I don't know what to say now. I'm like,
I'm not opposed to dating outside of my race either. Have I ever dated outside of my race like that? I have not. But, you know, when I be on my island time, you know, in Puerto Rico and stuff, you know, I be seeing them dudes over there. I be like, oh, I need to be a Puerto Rican.
I would encourage it. I want, when I break with somebody, I want to date outside. I don't want to, because I know everybody. I know every brother in the city. So I want you to go find somebody that I don't know. Find Stanley. He's gonna treat you right. Nobody gonna look at. None of the people I hang with will probably be. You know, it's just probably, you know, you wouldn't have too much peace because somebody gonna say, "Ain't you be up here? When are you talking to me?" So
yeah.
Sometimes you just. I think you should date outside your race. If you break up with a guy and he's a black guy, I think for the next 6 months you have to date outside your race. That should be a city law, city ordinance. Yeah.
I one time went on a date with someone outside of my race. I went on a date with a Caucasian guy, and we went to a hibachi, and the date, you know what I'm saying, it was cool up until like the end of it when he leaned in to give me a kiss, and baby, them lips was too thin for me. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work, baby. You, I need some fuller lips to be able to. Them little thin lips, I can't do nothing with that. My lips is kind of juicy.
White folks do have thin lips, though. They do. They have white folks and some light-skinned folks. I mean, I'm just putting that out there. You know, their lips go real thin. Real thin.
Well, you know, we just so used to juicy lips that sometimes thinness might not be a bad thing though. It might, you know, hey.
So what kind of events we got going on around in the city? Y'all heard anything going on in the city? I mean, I'm going to the BBE to what is it?
What that is?
I'm going to the
What's that, surgery?
Black Beauty Expo.
Oh, that's
this
in
weekend.
Fort Walton, right?
Yeah, they got me hosting a part of the male panel. So I'll be in Fort Walton this
What you got to do on the panel? They stopped asking me. They used to ask me to do it, and I think they were like, you know what?
Man,
we're trying to be professional, Bill. We don't need you there.
This is my first time going, so I've never hosted the event before, so I mean it's all new to me.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Other than that, I'm going to some theater and watch a movie. That's my events for the weekend.
What movie y'all gonna watch?
I don't know. I don't know what's in the.
What is that? John Wick.
Oh yeah,
that's out right now.
Yeah, John Wick.
What's that? Part 4.
Yeah, John Wick ain't missed yet, so I'd be surprised if it's not good. April 1st, also they got the Spring Fling over in Mobile, like the biggest blues show around this area for the year, really. So they've been doing this like their 29th year doing their thing.
Okay.
So they getting bigger and bigger, and they definitely super strong. Like it's just a show they're doing. They're averaging over 20,000 people a year. That's just crazy numbers around this area.
Also, this Saturday, April the 1st, the Northwest Florida Youth Sports Alliance is having a Easter egg hunt. It's their 4th annual one. It's going to be on North Davis Highway from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m.
What's the address on Davis Highway?
The address is 2422 North Davis Highway. They're going to have vendor trucks. They'll have games, and they'll have the Easter egg hunt. They say the egg hunt, I believe, starts at 1 p.m.
Okay, that's what's up. You got anything else, Bill?
Nah, I think that'll be it for right now.
And that's all I got. So we want to thank y'all again for tuning in to Two Tears in the Bucket. We're going to jump out of here with a few tunes right quick, and after that, we out of here.
On behalf of myself, Stoney, and Bill, we would like to take a moment of silence for our good friend, Moses, a.k.a. Moby. May the Lord be pleased, and may he provide comfort and strength for his entire family. For those who are planning to attend his service today, is at noon. The family is asking that everyone wears white in remembrance of his favorite color. And the repast will be at Fat Boy's, a real sandwich shop. May you rest in peace, Moby. We love you.
Rest easy, man.
Peace.
Hey, this is your boy Stoney Murphy, and make sure you tune into Two Tears in a Bucket every Friday morning at 10 o'clock Central Time. Hey, it's a show that you don't want to miss, and it's a lot of information. We got the teardrop of the day and many more for you right here on RWR Live 365, Radio Real Magic. Tune into the coach.
Well, the only word I have for today is accountability, especially when it comes to relationships. When you meet someone and you find yourself attracted to them, the first thing you should do is pick up your magnifying glass and start investigating. You want to find out where he from, where she from, what kind of job they have, what are their goals and ambitions in life, who their mama and them is. You want to find out what their credit score is. You want to find out where they stand spiritually. I didn't say religiously. I said spiritually. You want to find out, are they good with children? You want to find out what is their reaction when they get upset? How do they react when they're feeling sad? You know, you want to find out as much as you can about this person before you just open your body to them. You can't be upset with everybody else because of the decision that you made to be with this person. Now you want to say all men are dogs, or all women are cheaters, and all because of the bad experience that you had with someone. Did you hear what I just said? One person doesn't define everybody. You can't run around blaming folks for the decision you made. Now, you did it. Okay, 2 tears in a bucket. You made a decision and it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Thank God that you have another chance to get it right. But when you see the red flags, do me a favor and acknowledge them. Stop trying to rationalize a red flag. It might be a flare up in the temper. It might be, they might not be as clean as you thought they were. They might not be as conservative as you thought they were. They might not be as good with handling financial decisions and handling money as you thought they were. But it's your job to see what it is you're getting involved in. So, my word for today is accountability. Listen, you can say what you want to. It's still your decision, and the only one you can hold accountable for the decision you make is yourself.